The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. Avoid those who pretend to be what they are not. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. Avoid gossipers and empty talkers. The superior man is aware of righteousness, the inferior man is aware of profit. Beware of those who seek only gain. Those who speak do not know. Those who know do not speak. Beware of the noisy and ignorant. If a man deceives once, it is his fault. If he deceives twice, it is yours. Avoid the deceitful. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one, and avoid those who are not. Keep company only with those who uplift you. Those who drag you down are chains upon your soul. Avoid those who enjoy scandal and gossip, for their tongues are swords that cut even friends. An honest enemy is better than a false friend. Beware of the one who smiles while hiding a dagger. Better to walk alone than with a fool. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. A person is upon the religion of their friends, so let them look carefully at whom they befriend. The truth is like a lion. You do not have to defend it. Let it loose, it will defend itself. Avoid those who distort it. All the darkness in the world cannot extinguish the light of a single candle. Avoid those who spread darkness. Don't be with people who don't care about your soul. The world is a drama staged in a dream. Beware of those who believe it is real. You shall not follow a multitude to do evil. Anything that makes you weak physically, intellectually, and spiritually, reject it like poison. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. He who is not with us is against us. Avoid the half-hearted. It is easier to find men who will volunteer to die than to find those who are willing to endure pain with patience. Avoid the weak-willed. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake, but beware of a friend who corrects you only to mock you. Beware the man who bows too deeply. He may have a knife hidden. The strong do what they can. The weak suffer what they must. Avoid those who refuse to rise. The sword is no match for treachery. Avoid those who betray with words. Associate with men of good quality if you esteem your own reputation. The best way to destroy an enemy is to make him a friend, but beware of those who pretend friendship. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Avoid those who keep their eyes on your purse. A lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. Beware the liars. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none, but avoid the deceivers. He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. Avoid the corrupted. Never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. Avoid the latter. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. If they fail, avoid them. The further a society drifts from truth, the more it will hate those who speak it. Avoid those who hate truth. The soul is healed by being with children. Avoid those who harm innocence. People do not lack strength, they lack will. Avoid those who make excuses. There is nothing I would not do for those who are truly my friends. Avoid those who only take. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. Avoid the dishonest. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. Avoid the vengeful. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Avoid the indifferent. Stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow, not those who drag you down. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. Avoid the bitter. The cynics may be the loudest voices, but I promise you they will accomplish the least. A brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. Avoid those with bad reputations. The tongue of man is a twisty thing. There are plenty of words there of every kind. Beware of those whose words deceive. Wars are not fought by those who talk the loudest, but by those who prepare the best. Avoid empty talkers. A man's character is his fate. Avoid those of weak character. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Avoid those who never listen. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. Avoid those who care only for appearances. A liar will not be believed even when he speaks the truth. Avoid habitual liars. Nothing is easier than self-deceit, for what each man wishes, that he also believes to be true. Beware of the delusional. Character is simply habit long continued. Avoid those with bad habits. Do not hold to the outward signs of wisdom, but the inward reality. Avoid those who wear wisdom as a mask. The world has enough room for all men, but not for all ambitions. Avoid the overly ambitious. The ignorant man seeks to justify himself. Avoid those who refuse to learn. Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. Avoid those who drown in regret. The darkest places in hell are reserved for those who maintain their neutrality in times of moral crisis. Avoid the indifferent. The guilty think all talk is of themselves. Avoid those with guilty hearts. Men are so simple and so inclined to obey immediate needs that a deceiver will always find someone willing to be deceived. Avoid the easily manipulated. The greatest thing in the world is to know how to belong to oneself. Avoid those who demand all of you. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. Beware those who silence others. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Avoid the arrogant. A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds. Avoid those who wait for luck. A good book is the precious lifeblood of a master spirit. Avoid those who fear knowledge. Those who can make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities. Avoid the fanatical. People who know little are usually great talkers, while those who know much say little. Avoid the chatterers. He that lies down with dogs shall rise up with fleas. Avoid bad company. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. Avoid the dishonest. Never trust too much to others. Beware of the unreliable. Dare to know. Have the courage to use your own reason. Avoid those who discourage thought. Vanity and pride are different things. Avoid those who have too much of either. No man chooses evil because it is evil. He only mistakes it for happiness. Avoid the mistaken. A person hears only what they understand. Avoid those who refuse to listen. A nation that prefers comfort to freedom will soon lose both. Avoid the complacent. History repeats itself. First is tragedy, second is farce. Avoid those who never learn from history. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Avoid those without purpose. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. Avoid the hypocrites. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility. Avoid the irresponsible. Example is not the main thing in influencing others. It is the only thing. Avoid bad examples. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no result. Avoid the idle. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Avoid those who give up. In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. Avoid those who fear the truth. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Avoid those who speak cruelty. Conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. Avoid those who force you to conform. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Avoid those who spread hatred. It always seems impossible until it's done. Avoid those who say it can't be done. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Avoid those who never take risks. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Avoid those who stand against justice. A man who stands for nothing will fall for anything. Avoid those without principles. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Don't confuse schooling with education. Avoid those who stop learning. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. Avoid those who ignore criticism. When they go low, we go high. Avoid those who drag you down. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Avoid the toxic.